Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Today, Alex celebrates the new 100-ton deal with Adam in a quiet way by bringing Lan and Tu Na to dinner, not for pressure, but for gratitude and trust. And by the end, Alex makes one more thoughtful move to help Tuna keep learning at her own pace. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video. All right, let's begin. Tuna woke up with the laptop still on the table, the box already opened, like it belonged there now. Morning light fell across the screen and the mouse beside it. It looked simple, but it still made her nervous. She sat down anyway. Click. Move the arrow. Click again. The cursor jumped once, then landed where she wanted. Not smooth, but better than yesterday. Tuna wrote one short line in her notebook. Mouse. Better. That tiny win should have made her smile. Instead, her mind drifted to Lan, and the tight feeling returned. Lan had repeated the same basic rule until it finally stuck. Numbers had to match. Quantity on paper, quantity in the warehouse, quantity on the truck. If those didn't match, everything became a mess. Tuna understood trouble in her own way. One missing basket could start a fight at the market. But this felt bigger, like one wrong line could ripple outward into people she didn't even know. She didn't want to be the slow person who wasted Lan's time. When Alex arrived late morning, he could read her face before she spoke. He stepped inside, glanced at the laptop, then looked back at her. You practiced, he said. A little, Tuna admitted. Alex nodded once. That's enough for today. Tuna tried to keep quiet, but the worry slipped out anyway. I feel like I'm slowing everyone down, she said softly. Lan already has too much. Now she has to teach me too. Alex pulled a chair close and sat across from her, steady and calm. Honey, he said, you're not slowing anything down. It takes me so long to do one small thing, Tuna whispered. Then we make the small things easier, Alex replied. And we stop letting you feel ashamed for being new. Tuna looked up. Alex's tone stayed gentle, but there was a decision underneath it. I want to celebrate the contract with Adam, he said. And I want to thank Lan properly. Tuna blinked. Celebrate? With Lan? Yes, Alex said. Not at home. We'll go to a restaurant. A simple one. Good food. No paperwork. Tuna's stomach flipped with nerves. A restaurant meal sounded like a meeting in disguise. Alex saw it and softened his voice. It's not a meeting, he said. It's a thank you. Lan kept everything stable, and now she's helping you. I want her to feel appreciated. Tuna swallowed. And me? You, Alex said, will sit beside me, eat, and breathe. That's it. Tuna hesitated, then nodded. Okay? Alex smiled, small and certain. Good, then let's go. They left midday while the roads were busy and the sun was bright. Alex drove smoothly, letting the movement of the car calm the air between them. You don't have to talk much, he said. Just be yourself. Tuna let out a breath. I don't know what myself looks like in a restaurant with your staff. Alex chuckled softly. Like a woman who eats and tells the truth, that's all. The restaurant Alex chose wasn't fancy. Clean tables, warm light, quiet music. The air smelled like grilled meat and broth, the kind of smell that makes your shoulders drop without permission. Alex asked for a corner table, not to hide, but to give Tuna space. They sat where she could see the door and no one could brush past her chair. You planned this, Tuna murmured. Alex poured her tea. I planned for you to feel comfortable. While they waited, Alex kept the conversation light. asking about simple things so Tuna's mind didn't spiral back to the blinking cursor. Then he checked the time and sent one short message. A few minutes later, Lan arrived. She walked in with her usual alert posture, phone already in her hand, like she might have to solve something before she even sat down. But when she saw Alex wave her over, she paused, surprised. Alex stood to greet her. "Lan, thank you for coming." Lan's eyes flicked to Tuna, then back to Alex. This is lunch?" "Lunch," Alex said. "Sit." Lan sat, still slightly guarded. Tuna nodded politely, feeling her own nerves rise again. The waiter brought menus and Alex kept it simple. "We'll share," he said. "A few dishes." Lan glanced at Tuna. "Okay?" Tuna nodded. "Yes." Food arrived quickly. Soup first, steaming and comforting. Then grilled chicken, vegetables, and rice. Nothing fancy, nothing that required performance. For the first few minutes, nobody said anything important. Chopsticks moved. Tea warmed their hands. The noise of the restaurant stayed far enough away that it felt like a private room. Tuna realized she was breathing normally. Alex waited until Lan had eaten a few bites. Then he spoke in the same calm tone he used when he wanted people to actually hear him. "Yesterday, Adam and I signed the 100-ton starch contract," he said. Lan nodded once. "So it's confirmed." "It's confirmed," Alex replied. "But it didn't happen because I'm a magician." Lan's mouth twitched, almost a smile. Alex looked at her directly. "It happened because you kept the plant stable. You kept the orchards moving. You protected quality when everyone wanted speed." Lan glanced down at her bowl, not used to being thanked like that. "I did my job," she said. "You did more than a job," Alex replied. "And I know it." Tuna watched Lan's face and saw something shift there. Small, but real. Not pride. More like relief. Alex turned his gaze to Tuna, not to expose her, but to include her. "And you," Alex said softly, "are learning. That matters too." Tuna's throat tightened. She didn't know what to say, so she only nodded and took another sip of tea. Alex didn't push her to speak. He let the food and the warmth do the work because this wasn't a courtroom. It was a table. And for the first time, Tuna felt like she wasn't sitting there by accident. Lan had taken a few bites before she finally set her chopsticks down and looked at Alex properly. Not like a worker waiting for instructions. Like a person trying to understand why she'd been called here. The restaurant wasn't fancy. Just clean tables, warm light, and food that smelled like comfort instead of pressure. The noise around them stayed soft. Plates, low voices, a kettle hissing somewhere behind the counter. "This is really just lunch?" Lan asked. Alex nodded. Just lunch." Lan glanced at Tuna, then back to Alex. "Okay." Alex lifted his cup of tea, not as a speech, just a small gesture. "To the contract," he said, "and to the people who make it real." Lan gave a quiet, almost reluctant laugh, then tapped her cup against his. Tuna lifted her cup too, still shy, and the soft clink felt warmer than the music. For a few minutes they simply ate. Soup first, steaming and steady, rice warm enough to relax the shoulders. A few shared dishes in the middle, simple and familiar. Lan's posture changed slowly as she ate. Her eyes stopped scanning the room like she was waiting for a problem to jump out. Her phone stayed face down beside her bowl. Alex waited until Lan had taken a few bites, then leaned forward slightly. "Lan," he said, "you carried a lot these past weeks." Lan's eyes dropped to her bowl. "I did what I had to do." "I know," Alex replied. "That's why I'm saying it now." He didn't list every call she took, every schedule she fixed, every quality check she stayed late to double confirm. He just held her gaze until the gratitude couldn't be brushed away. Lan exhaled and finally allowed herself a small nod. "Fine," she said. "Thank you." Tuna's chest loosened just hearing it. Alex turned the conversation gently, like he was smoothing the edge of the moment. "And I'm not asking you to carry Tuna on your back," he said. Tuna's face warmed instantly. Lan looked at Tuna. "She's not heavy," Lan said, matter of fact. "She's just new." Tuna swallowed. "I'm slow." Lan cut through it calmly. "Slow is fine. Wrong numbers are not fine." Tuna nodded quickly, relief landing in her ribs. Lan added, practical as always, "You already know counting. Harvest, feed, money. The computer is just a tool that records what you already understand." Tuna's voice came small. "I still feel like I'm wasting your time." Lan didn't harden, but she did turn serious. "If you learn, you help me later," she said. "That's not waste. That's the point." Tuna blinked at that, like she'd never thought of herself as help instead of a burden. Alex watched Tuna's face and didn't interrupt the shift. He wanted her to hear it from Lan, not only from him. The meal moved forward in short, honest lines. Alex mentioned the contract again, not as a trophy, but as a shared result. "Adam signed for the 100 tons, he said, "but we'll deliver it in planned batches. Quality first." Lan nodded once. "Good. That's manageable. No shortcuts." Tuna listened quietly, surprised by how calm it sounded when they spoke like this, like problems were just things you arrange, not monsters that swallow you. Between bites, Alex kept the air light. He asked Lan if she'd slept at all lately. Lan rolled her eyes and said, "Sleep is a rumor." Tuna laughed, and it surprised her how real it sounded. When Tuna relaxed, she spoke a little more. She admitted she liked the parts where she could see quality with her eyes. Roots, cleanliness, texture, timing. Things that felt like her world. But the screen still made her feel small. Lan didn't pity her. She gave her a plan as simple as counting stones. 10 minutes a day, Lan said. Mouse, click. Find one file, close, repeat. No marathon practice. You get tired, you start hating it. Alex nodded, pleased. That's exactly what I told her. Lan lifted an eyebrow at him. Good. Keep it that way. The warmth of the meal did what Alex had wanted. It made Tuna stop feeling like a guest in someone else's life. It made Lan look like a person again, not only a machine that solved problems. When the plates were mostly empty, Lan checked the time. I should go back, she said. The afternoon schedule is waiting. Alex didn't keep her. He paid quietly, then walked her to the door. Lan, he said low enough that it wasn't for show, take tonight off. No calls unless it's urgent. Lan looked like she wanted to argue, then stopped herself. Fine, she said again, and this time there was a hint of a smile. Tuna bowed her head slightly. Thank you for teaching me. Lan waved it off. Tomorrow we repeat one small thing. That's all. Lan walked away toward her motorbike, practical as ever, but her shoulders looked lighter. Tuna watched her go, then turned to Alex. I didn't embarrass you? She asked quietly. Alex looked at her like the question didn't make sense. Honey, he said, you showed up and you tried. That's all I ever wanted. As they got into the car, Alex didn't drive straight home. He turned onto a quieter street lined with small shops. One more stop, he said. He parked outside Imada's stationery and electronics shop and went straight to the counter. He bought a mouse pad, a USB drive, and a simple stand for the laptop. Tuna stared at the small bag. I already have the laptop. I know, Alex said. This makes practice easier. Small comforts matter. Back in the car, he kept his voice calm. Tonight, 10 minutes, he said. Open it, move the arrow. Close it. Tuna nodded slowly. Okay. When they returned, Tuna placed the mouse pad beside the laptop, like it was part of her new routine. She set the USB drive with her notebook, then sat down and opened the screen. Alex didn't hover. He stood nearby, quietly present, and let her do it herself. Click, move, click. The arrow landed where she wanted. Tuna wrote one more line in her notebook. Still slow, still trying. Alex's voice came soft behind her. That's enough for today, he said. And for the first time, Tuna believed him.
Buổi sáng, Na luyện tập một chút trên chiếc laptop mới nhưng vẫn lo lắng vì cảm thấy mình học quá chậm và sợ làm mất thời gian của Lan. Alex nhận ra sự bất an đó và quyết định nhân dịp ký được hợp đồng 100 tấn với Adam, mời Lan và Na đi ăn một bữa đơn giản nhưng ấm áp. Trong bữa ăn, Alex chân thành cảm ơn Lan vì đã gánh vác sừng tinh bột và các vườn cây, giữ cho mọi việc luôn ổn định, đặc biệt là trong những tuần khó khăn nhất. Lan cũng trấn an Na rằng chậm không phải là vấn đề, điều quan trọng là sự chính xác và việc học từng bước sẽ giúp cho tất cả mọi người về lâu dài. Bữa ăn trở thành một khoảnh khắc lặng lẽ của tinh thần đồng đội và cảm giác thuộc về xoa dịu lo sợ của Na rằng mình đang là gánh nặng. Sau khi Lan về, Alex nghe thêm một điểm nhạc để mua một vài phụ kiện đơn giản giúp Na luyện tập laptop dễ dàng hơn. Câu chuyện khép lại khi Na thực hành một phim ngắn tại nhà, không áp lực, vẫn còn chậm nhưng tràn đầy hy vọng hơn vì cô cảm thấy mình luôn được nâng đỡ và ủng hộ.